This is Rob. Rob is a four-wheel omnidirectional robot, which means that he can spin, move forwards, backwards, sideways, and diagonally. Rob here was a fun little weekend project that I worked on, and in this video, I'll show you exactly how I made him. Let's make an Omnibot. Designing an omnidirectional robot is fairly straightforward. We'll have three main electronic components. This teensy 4.1 microcontroller will serve as the brains of the robot. To drive the robot, we'll be using 4 of these 600 RPM DC motors, and each motor will be controlled by a BTS 7960 motor driver. Motor drivers are what allow you to program a motor to start, stop, and change speed. Our robot will have 4 motors that will each connect to a motor driver. Each motor driver will then connect to the teensy microcontroller, which we will later program. To power everything, we'll be using this 6S or 22.2 volt LiPo battery. Now the real magic of any omnidirectional robot is the wheels. Unlike traditional wheels, omnidirectional wheels can slide as well as spin. And that's thanks to the rollers found along the circumference of the wheel. With multiple Omni wheels and a bit of programming, we can get our robot to move in different ways. But before we do that, let's first build the robot. Alright, so now that everything is built, let's talk controls. I'm going to be using this 8-channel RC remote and receiver pair to control our bot. When the teensy receives a signal from one of the channels, we can program a certain action to occur. I've mentioned that the motor drivers allow us to change the speed of the motor, but exactly how does that work? Well, these drivers use something called PWM, or pulse width modulation, which is like an input signal that tells the teensy how fast to spin the motor. PWM values range from 0 to 255. 255 meaning full speed, and 0 meaning brake. Also, since each driver has 2 PWM pins, left and right, we can switch which pin receives a signal in order to change the direction that the wheel spins. Now let's take a closer look at our 4-wheel Omni drive. If we move the base along the normal path of one of the wheels, we see that the wheel spins. But by moving the base in the perpendicular direction, we see that the rollers spin instead of the wheels. What this means is that our bot won't be restricted to moving only forwards and backwards. And in order to get those other directions, we'll have to strategically power each wheel. The first movement that we'll program is for the robot to spin on its axis. To do this, we will simply need to spin each wheel in the same direction. Since each wheel is angled 45 degrees, spinning them in the same direction creates circular motion. Now programming the base to move forwards and backwards is a bit more interesting. Because of this 45-degree configuration, when each wheel spins, it actually applies a force in both the X and Y direction. If we want to move the base forwards, then all of the forces exerted by the wheels in the X direction will have to cancel out. This only happens when the wheels on the right side spin in the same direction and the wheels on the left side spin in the opposite direction. And with that knowledge, moving sideways is even easier. You can think of moving sideways like moving forwards from a different perspective. This means that sideways movement requires the top wheels to spin in one direction and the bottom wheels to spin in the other. Diagonal motion is the easiest to program given that 2 of the wheels are already aligned diagonally. We can simply just power those wheels and not move the other wheels. And with that, we have our robot. Now this video wouldn't be complete without talking about one of the trickier parts of Omni Drive, which is accuracy. You see, Rob here doesn't always move in the same direction that I want him to. And that's because even though I programmed the motors to move at a certain speed, they don't always move at that speed. A major part of this is due to the wear in the motors over time. While we would like to think of each wheel as spinning with the same amount of power, in reality, some wheels are more powerful than others. And if you don't believe me, take a look at this setup. Right now, I've set all of the wheels to spin at the same speed, but we can see that one is noticeably slower. The effect of this is that when we want to move straight, we may get slight pushes from the left or right, which drifts Rob off course. This could be solved by using speed or angular sensor devices, like an accelerometer. But for now, we'll leave Rob to be as Rob is. If you enjoyed this video and enjoy robots, 3D printing, and programming in general, then you may want to check out my YouTube channel at youtube.com/@AidMusa. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more educational content. Thanks for watching.